Hey guys, and welcome to the Week in Review. I'm Lighthouse, and this is what's happened in the last week in Black Desert. So, the last week in Black Desert was an eventful week, in that it had a lot of events. Unfortunately, it was a very uneventful week otherwise. So, what's happened this week is more inflation. Players are posting lots of screenshots of various items that have been pre-ordered for ridiculous prices. This is actually a fairly bad example, as Vel's Concentrated Magic Heart is probably one of the best items in the game. It's best in slot, and as a result, 25 billion isn't actually that absurd pre-order for it. But there's lots of other absurd pre-orders. Some are probably players quitting the game, others are probably just legitimate pre-orders that players just have that much silver. There's other screenshots of players earning over 1 billion silver after 10 hours of grinding at places such as Histria or Aukman, so it's pretty obvious to see where all this silver is coming from. Next up, the chest event was continued for another week. So this is one of the events that will be ending tomorrow with the brand new patch, and as a result, players have earned even more billions of silver from the chest event. This kind of ties into the last point of news, as all this silver is not the greatest for the economy, as there's no real valves to release this silver either out of the game or into the hands of less fortunate players. Luckily, the chest event was something anyone could do, but for stuff such as farming History and Aukman, not quite as easy, which has some players pretty annoyed. Now, speaking of annoyed players, the recent 3v3 tournament that I talked about last week, the qualifiers have ended. The qualifiers for TwitchCon have ended, and the teams that are going to TwitchCon have been chosen. Now, there's been quite a lot of controversy over this 3v3 tournament, as how it was run received quite a lot of backlash. There were teams reporting that they were being disconnected, there was lag from the servers not being too great, and the fact that there was no patch last week did not help in that aspect. But if at the very least the GMs had treated everyone fairly in terms of how they addressed 2v3s and 3v3s, it would have been fine. Unfortunately, some teams got treated differently than others, and as a result, there's a lot of controversy and backlash over how the official 3v3 tourney went down. So here's one. Here is a huge forum post by Yuki. And yeah, so a lot of stuff about that. I'm sure we'll have even more drama and controversy coming up soon with TwitchCon looming, especially because the qualifiers were done using players' own gear, but TwitchCon itself will be done on equalized gear, which is an interesting decision. Now, finally, this week there is a regular patch. So, the three big changes are new changes applied to Node Wars, again, Common Sylvian Alchemist 3 event will start, and Patrigio's Discrete Discount will start. So, Patrigio's Discrete Discount, if it's the same as the last few times, should allow for either 50% off of all prices, or at least all max prices, of items at the Night Vendor, or potentially just less prices in overall, or lower base prices. It will remain to be seen. Ending events, there are a lot. That's why I said it was an eventful week, but only for events. Show off your Grana home, help us grow Young Common Silver 2018, Ride on Time, BDO Remastered Festival, Valk's Attendance Rewards, Get Pirates Rum, Pirates Lost Treasure, Black Spirit's Adventure 1, and Hands of Gold are all ending tomorrow. So if anyone still has anything to do in the hour before the patch, get to it. So that's all that's happened this week in Black Desert. As always, guys, I'm Lighthouse. Comment below what you think. What do you think of the 3v3 tournament? What do you think of the massive inflation going on in Black Desert? And are you glad all these events are ending, or did you like the glut of events we've been treated to in the last month? Comment below, subscribe if you liked it, and as always, have a good one.